Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. Joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us on the sidelines. A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Vassell in the wing along with Johnson. Wembanyama is the center with Sohan next to him. And it's Jones in at the 1. And for Memphis, Smart in the backcourt. To his side is Bane. Santi Aldama is out there with Williams. And it's Jackson in at the 5 spot. And the Spurs start out with the ball. Conference rivals, Greg, butting heads in this one. How does that raise the stakes here?
Well, both teams want this one bad, and a chance to prove they're the dominant squad. I think it's going to get pretty heated at some point here tonight.
Certain players search out contact. It's a skill. Marcus Smart is one of them. He is normally the person initiating the contact.
Wembanyama against Jackson. Wembanyama passes to Johnson. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Smart. Rebounded by the Spurs. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Bane. That's tipped. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. And it's Jones with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Down low, here's Wembanyama. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Now here's Smart. Coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Lets it fly from 18. Bane, no good.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised it ended up going their way with the miss.
Great for a franchise like Memphis. Is there a specific way they have to build?
Through the draft. I mean, they aren't going to get the huge A-list free agents, so you have to hit on your picks. You also have to keep your guys happy. Sign them to smart extensions.
Here's Bane. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. Jones against Smart. Here's Williams. And the shot is good. Now Jones. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
Outside Williams, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Jones the pass to Sohan. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got his 3rd assist on the night. Jones against Smart. He takes it in. Well, GA, he was the heart and soul of the Celtics. But now, Marcus Smart is a Grizzly.
Reminiscent of another first-team all-defensive guard who left Game Green to create grit and grind in Tony Allen. Memphis hoping Smart has that same kind of impact.
It's Jones on the wing. Johnson surveying the floor. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Wembanyama. And he banks in the layup. Wembanyama has got 6.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Smart against Jones. At the elbow, it's Jackson. Back to Smart. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Sohan. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
Unselfish to the core. Johnson looking to make plays for others.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. When it comes to Trey Jones, Richard, what has impressed you most about him so far?
Well, Kev, it's his deceptive versatility. He scores, he passes, he rebounds, he does everything at a solid rate. And most importantly, this man just plays so hard when he's out there.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Well, we like to keep you up to date on the fresh talent in the league, so let's check in on the rookie block leaders. Victor Wembanyama is second.
And that ability to send shots away at the rim, so highly valued, it takes guts to put yourself in harm's way and contest those finishers.
Now here's Rose. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. It's stolen by Jones. In transition, here come the Spurs.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Pass to Clark. Driving inside. Kennard's shot is off.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
And the pass to Sohan. There's 1:34 left in the first quarter. Wembanyama gets the bucket. Wembanyama has got 8.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Rose passes to Jackson. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Inside, here's Sohan. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got his 5th assist in this one. .102 left here in the first quarter. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Pass to Sohan. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
The Grizzlies trail by 16. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
Out left to the wing. Here's Rose. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Wesley against Rose. Pass to Osman. Right wing. Lets the 3 fly. Random. Good.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Here's Rose. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
And you gotta love watching Rose play the game. His intense style can be infectious out there, and I think it really does elevate his teammates.
Rose hits them both.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Here's Wesley. To the inside, Collins. Some solid defense from Clark. And so it's San Antonio. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. We've got more in store for you right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
Smart in the backcourt. To his side is Bain. Jackson is out there with Santi Aldama. And it's Jackson in at the center. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Hey, Richard, as a former Spur, what strikes you most about the character of the franchise?
Well, there's a stability there in San Antonio that you don't find in other teams. That's part of the reason why I didn't fit in well. As a player or a fan, you can have the confidence that this organization has a solid plan.
Williams, he's checked in for Memphis. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul goes against San Antonio.
There is no secret that Jackson Jr. can score. The D was a little over-aggressive there.
It's hard to quantify how impactful Jaren Jackson Jr. is on D. He does so much.
Yeah, the rim protection is elite. That's why he was Defensive Player of the Year, Greg. But he can also switch out on screens and not look lost. The sky is the limit for him defensively.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Well, Ja Morant might be right-handed, but he looks to drive left. When he was a kid, he broke his right arm flying off a trampoline. Now that arm is shorter, and actually, that right hand is smaller too. He says, that's why I dribble with my left hand. I'm able to control the ball better. In my head, I think I'm left-handed. Back to you.
Trade secrets, right, David? Hey, thanks for the report. The Grizzlies trail by 18. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. It's deflected. Vassell with it. Still without a basket. Wesley the pass to Bassie. Count it. And the Spurs lead by 20.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Smart against Wesley. Bounce pass from Smart. Looking to end the run. Aldama gets the bucket. Aldama's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. It's Vassell on the wing. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Desmond Bain. Nearing the midway point of the season now, GA. What do you think is most important for teams to focus on at this point?
I think just trying to establish overall continuity. You want to head into the second half of the season with some momentum behind you, as well as just general confidence.
It's his work ethic that Devin Vassell has earned the trust of his teammates, and it shows on the court. He's become a more aggressive and confident player.
Now here's Smart. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. And Jones sends it back. To the middle. Here's Bassie. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Jaren Jackson. Hey, Greg, gritty is a word that is often used to describe the Grizzlies team.
And I think it applies to this unit as well. These guys are all tenacious and hungry. They play every game with a healthy chip on their shoulder. They love to compete.
Now here's Smart. The rebound by Johnson. It's Vassell on the wing. Guarded by Bain. Jones against Smart. Shoots from the line. Pass to Vassell. Williams with the steal. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Now, here's Bain. Guarded closely. Rebound, San Antonio. Sohan's got his 4th rebound in this one. Johnson for 3. Rebound by Williams.
He's got to keep the ball moving. That's just not a good shot with the D set up like it was.
Wasted no time on that one.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Last time they met was in San Antonio.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
And you can tell how important having depth is for them. Sometimes it's the difference between a win and a loss.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
And it's Rose with the ball for the Grizzlies. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
And that is why coaches preach about the details. The margins in this league are razor thin.
And a quick look now at how the Memphis Grizzlies schedule is shaping up. On Wednesday, they'll host the Toronto Raptors. Then on Friday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
And here's Rose. His last outing, he had 8 points. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And this is who Rose is. This guy's a warrior, never backing down from an aggressive defense.
Jones, the pass to Wembanyama. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Assisted by
12 points for Victor Wembanyama. The Grizzlies trail by 21. Rose looking around. Down low, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rose. The league's long-distance bombers are setting their sights on the three-point contest this season. Here are some of the early favorites to make up the field.
And I love the way the voting is shaping up, Kevin. We'll have an excellent contest if these are the shooters who are firing away on All-Star Weekend.
You look at Bane. He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more. And as we get closer to the three-point contest, once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We've got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now. And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Offside Rose. No good on that one.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Taylor Jenkins is here with us.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half, it was all about San Antonio as the game got going. Their mission to dominate early was accomplished with a spirited 14-4 run to start. And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. The Grizzlies trail by 21 on the floor for San Antonio. The guard pair are Jones and Vassell. The forwards for him, Johnson and Sohan. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5 down low. Here's Aldama. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Bane. 2 points. That one goes. Bane's got 5.
And that's exactly what you want to start the second half. Smart play call.
I agree with this. Try to jump on him, dictate the tempo, and seize the moment.
Jones, no luck. The Grizzlies shooting the ball poorly, just 28%. Entering the league as a defensive stopper and a hustle guy, Greg, Marcus Smart has really rounded out his game.
And Kevin, he's put in the work. Retooled his shooting mechanics, playmaking style, but what's been most consistent, he still steps up in the biggest moments on both sides of the ball.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Sohan. Here's Wembanyama. The Grizzlies pull it in. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Here's Smart. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting one of the past 4 shots to fall.
Wembanyama gets the bucket. He's got 14.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And a brief check of the stats for Williams. How last month turned out for him, putting up about 10 points a night, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he continues to hone his game. I think the potential is there.
Oh, you can see the potential, but it's raw. He needs to keep refining that skill set.
Vassell, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 21. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. The layup missed.
And another miss. Whew, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute, just 1 of 5 from the field.
Bain passes to Jackson. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
A tough cover. Jackson has a ton of post work. He can go over either shoulder or face up.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. And Greg, when they talk about youth development, the days are gone when coaches divided guards and bigs when it comes to skill work. When did that change?
It's kind of a recent development, maybe the last 10 or 15 years. But it's amazing how the game has evolved.
There's the pass to Bain. Basket good. Bain's got 4 this quarter.
Just a heads-up play by Smart, pushing the ball ahead. He knows not to hold that ball when someone has a good look ahead.
Passy, the pass to Vassell. It's deflected. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. What do you think of the league's most recent CBA, Greg, that 7-year deal just signed?
Oh, Kevin, the NBA and Players Association both need to be commended. Labor peace through the rest of the decade. Most pro sports don't have this kind of stability.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Santi Aldama. Jackson comes in for Williams. And it's Kennard in for Smart.
You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
Rose, he's checked in for Bain.
Now into the lineup for your Grizzlies, Derek
San Antonio leading by 17. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, load management is among the new buzzwords around the league. Now, Adam Silver says maybe on top of your typical guaranteed contracts, some incremental money should be based on number of games played and results of those games. That's how most industries work. Kevin, we've seen changes with that. The league now mandates 65 games played during a season to qualify for most individual awards.
David, I'm a fan of it. It's a step-by-step process, but they've got to do something. It looks like they are. Thanks so much for the report. Jay, after dealing DeJounte Murray away in the summer of 2022, the Spurs are intent, it seems, on rebuilding.
Well, they did it right. And with the selection of Victor Wembanyama, the foundation may be in place for another run.
Jackson against Vassell. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
1:33 left to play in the third. The kick out to Rose. It's up a 3. Collins grabs the miss.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Wesley the pass to Bassey, and it's in there. Bassey's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
No good from Clark.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoided fouling and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
A 3 ball. Collins passes to Bassey. Vassell against Jackson. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And it's Sohan missing. And it's Rose with the ball for Memphis. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half, and Jackson gets it to go.
Big body cleaning the glass. Great awareness by Jackson Jr.
So it's San Antonio now. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Sohan, the pass to Bassey. Got it. Good job in the low post. Bassey's got 10.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Rose kicks to Jackson. Back to Rose. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big man in the league today than we've ever seen.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Smart in the backcourt. To his side is Bain. Then it's Brandon Clark. Then it's Williams. And it's LaRavia in at the 4 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Outside, Smart. Clark into the lane. Misses from close range.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Here's Branham, right at the free throw line. Here's Wembanyama, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Wembanyama has got 4 this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
4th quarter still young, just over a minute play. Clark dishes to Smart, and he drives in. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Williams can't hit.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Did a great job closing the gap, making the shooter feel uncomfortable.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You expect some fumbles with the ball, and overall, I think they've done a good job. Job limiting those slip-ups.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Stevens is checked in. And Conchar subbed in for Williams. Devontae Graham's checked in for San Antonio. Smart against Graham. Smart passes to Bain. RJ, if you redrafted the 2020 draft, Desmond Bain would go much higher than number 30.
Yeah, he was a steal at number 30, and he would probably go top 5 in a redraft. He is an elite shooter who continues to grow as a playmaker and defender.
With the Grizzlies, Richard, there's so much talent. They just haven't made a big run in the postseason.
Yeah, it's coming. They've lost to the Warriors and they've lost to the Lakers the last 2 years. Both of these teams just have a tremendous amount of an experience advantage versus the Grizzlies, and it showed.
And for Memphis, they're shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Smart passes to Bain. Here's Stephens. Conchar up top. Passes to Stevens. And he gets the bucket.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Graham surveying the floor. The shot by Barlow, no good.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Now here's Graham. Good work defensively by Smart.
The defense really made this an uphill battle, and he just couldn't get there.
Conchar, good.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Graham, the pass to Osman. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. And the Spurs lead by 21.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. We have certainly seen some great MVP races the last few years. Richard, are you satisfied with how the MVP is chosen?
Yeah, Kev, I was happy with it. At the end of the day, there's always going to be at least 2 or 3 other guys that have a legitimate MVP case. So, you know, this year might have been a close one, but next year it might go to the next guy.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Bain. It's tipped.
The defensive instincts on full display. Vassell using his length to reject the shot.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Spurs.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And their passing has been great as well. Ball movement is key in getting good looks, and they've had that down tonight.
Johnson inside. Jackson on him. Johnson kicks to Vassell. Goes back up. And Johnson lays it in.
Fighting down low, big fella Johnson with some hustle points.
To the inside. Aldama. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Feed the interior. Good things will happen.
Spurs leading by 19. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Jones against Smart. Makes it off the glass.
Finishing through contact always fires you up. Smart is really just their spark.
Vassell against Bain. From down in the low post. It goes.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Spurs.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Victor Wembanyama.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
Well, players certainly have become comfortable, Richard, asking for trades. Has it become too commonplace?
It doesn't happen too much in general. I just think a lot of times it's the stars, and so it becomes a lot bigger. So if we're going to say players, make sure we point out the stars. But loyalty is a two-way street. I remember Blake Griffin signing a 5-year contract with the Clippers, and the next thing you know, he was traded.
Kennard's shot is off.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Bane passes to Clark, and then Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
The clock now can just run out for the Spurs. Back to Johnson. Outside, Jones. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be. To be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Zach. Great game for you tonight. When you get out there, what are you looking to do to influence the game?
You just got to be aggressive. Coach is giving me an opportunity to come in and play a decent amount of minutes, so I just try to make an impact in any way I can and keep giving them a reason to put me on the floor and help the team win.
Well, you were a big part of it tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Go and spell it out. Hey, girl, you playing with a Mac, don't you yell it out. Ow. All my boys got my back, and we ready now. If I give you all the trust, don't you let me down. Pick it up. Get scary when the boys are on the ring. It's a stallion, splashing metallic. Hey. And she wanna slide to the left, slide to the right. Diamond on my neck, dancing in the night. You should come to South Bay, I'll show you what it's like. She got glitter on my face, now I'm shining like I might, cause I'm smooth like I'm MJ. Been had the juice since the 10th grade. Took care of all the bills and the rent's paid. Hey. Now you with a sensei.
Dos pa' la carota, el Lamer se descarota. Adito entero como Ray Liotta. Cruzela, sin el prom, paguen la cuota. Tú y yo que son changa y eso se bota. Tú sí con que nota. Mami, tú eres Michael Jordan, sí, jugando pelota. Ey, de lejos se nota que tú no eres calle, tú solo aparentas. Cría bien tus hijos, todos mis discos tienen el parental. Aprovecha ahora, ya no voy a hacer esto hasta los 40. Disco que saco, disco que se queda, número no inventa. ¿Cuál es la quejadera? Habla. Shh, en verdad no me importa. Ni siquiera el fal sabía lo que en verdad era tener torta. Ey, nadie me soporta. Ey, seguridad como el presidente Biden, pero pa' PR siempre bajo sin escolta. Normal. Algunas otras con licencia, pero aquí todos andan con. Ey, ustedes lo dicen todo, parecen un podcast. Y esa movie a quien que tú le roncas. Tú eres bichote, no. Tú eres bandido, no. Gente, no. ¿Y que tú eres? Tú eres un. No. Tú eres millonario, no. Tú mandas en tu barrio, no. ¿Y que tú eres? ¿Y que tú eres?
Ando en la Mercedes carota, 60 carota. Diablo lloré. Money way, tú no eres bichote, tú eres un bobo. En la cara.
El Demon, con el único conejo claro en. Volveremos a vernos. Tírame los cuernos, las pacas en la esquina, las tres y los dreadlocks. Santurce montado en un jet con un poco de las tramas y las donde sea, you know, un playboy. Como el viejo de yo soy un convoy, con más herramientas que en Pep-Boy. Ando en la Mercedes carota, 60 en la carota. Yo valgo 1000. A mí en la calle no me toca. Tú no eres bichote, no tienes poder y no manda en tu canto. Yo ando con la planeando la vuelta a Perú, estoy metido en un campo. 300 y salimos, vivimos en Gran Theft Auto.